I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Wait, did you guys think that literally like 3 white girls were gonna get on stage and you weren't gonna get some erroneous apology in the next 30 minutes? Please. I had to fix that immediately. Hi. Yeah. I was walking out of a room in my office recently, and my computer slammed into a wall, and I apologized to the wall. Actually, you should forgive me this time around. I really should, at least tell you my name before I start, letting you in here, and probably in here. My name is Sammy Promisloff. Yes, that is Russian as fuck. And no, I was not sent here by Vladimir Putin. As far as we know, I arrived in LA a different person, and like a lot of people will say that, making like a big move across the country, but I literally arrived to Los Angeles a completely different person when I left. I'm on the other end of having lost 50 pounds. Oh my God, way too kind of you, thank you. I realized that's not like a TLC cable series amount of weight, but like, it is the approximate weight of the elephant in the room between you and your Jewish mother and like all of her sisters. I bet you're all wondering how I did it. It was a very, very simple and very structured fitness plan. The first aspect was not drinking. The second aspect was leaving parties early enough in Brooklyn to make it home in time with 5% of my life battery left to climb up 80 stairs where I lived at the top of a walk-up, and becoming addicted to being on the elliptical, but not without getting incredibly stoned beforehand. Yes, it is true. I have been addicted to getting on the elliptical for the last 4 years throughout this time, and I have not done it without being, I guess the scientific term is copiously blazed. Yeah, body by Ganj, can you believe it? I am a miracle of modern science. And physically, it kind of feels the same way too. Like, this might look like it's kind of all together, but I just want to assure you, this is a very confusing mess when you're not looking at me this way. Having turned 30, you start using cream, you're still working out, stretch marks are like super for real. So what I've essentially been left with is a face for high school, an ass for the club, and tits that definitely belong in a retirement home. It makes me a little weary. It's one of many things that makes me very hesitant to get into the dating pool. I mean, come on, like literally scooping them up all day, every day is my life. It's one of a few things that make me a little bit hesitant to get into the dating pool. Just lack of confidence, among other things. I also suffer from a bit of a rare condition. It's known as jamnesia. It's exactly like regular amnesia, except it's specifically induced by forgetting that money goes towards things other than dropping out of your life and following fish around the country. You guys are familiar with the band Fish, right? I think it's totally crazy too that like 4 dads from Vermont are like the best band that will ever play music in the history of life. They're really sly like that. I mean, does anybody agree with me here? I mean, does anybody disagree? I'm sure some people may disagree, but I'm just telling you right now that Acid and Freedom tell me very differently, and I know that that's the truth. This whole transition's been very interesting and kind of challenging because I also don't really know how to take a compliment. It's something, it's a new art that I'm learning, and I've heard a lot of things, but the one that really gets me in my heart and also completely catches me off guard is the following, which I've been told by a handful of different people in different scenarios. You look like a Philly girl. This bewilders me for a handful of reasons. Reason number 1 being, I'm not exactly sure what about me gives that off for my own level of self-awareness. Reason number 2 being something I'm sure you'll all agree with me on. The person that you're imagining in your head that said this to me is exactly who you think it is. Let's play a little audience participation here. Did anybody visualize this person wearing a slightly oily leathery jacket? Can I get a little... His hair's kind of combed over to the side. He's in a bar that, like, he knows he shouldn't be in at an hour where he certainly shouldn't be there. But what I really need to know is that, like, that's not a physical description of a person that you would find to be reliable or maybe safe. How are they so smart? My grandfather was, like, the resident gynecologist at Ben Franklin Hospital in Philadelphia, and I grew up with my grandparents living on the same street 6 houses away from each other. So I don't know what portal that opened up for somebody to, like, see into my soul, but I think I need to watch out. Anyway, thank you all for being here. I just want to say that, like, while I'm not exactly sure that I know how to take compliments, it is, like, honestly a very, very big honor to take the stage at an establishment that went so far as to name itself after my post-weight loss retirement home tits. So with that, thank you, Flappers. It's been an honor. Keep it going for all these other wonderful women tonight who I love very much.